So if we go back right quick, and if I go to the, let's see, update, our notifications, we got this. Yeah. Got this. Got this. Nickelodeon All-Stars Brawl update. I just saw. Good morning, my friend. How are you doing today? I just received this, basically, a new Nickelodeon All-Stars Brawl update, version 1.06. I'm not sure what it introduces in it, but it is quite a big update. I'm not getting hopes for no characters, though. I'm not getting my high hopes for no characters. It would be great if it is, but I'm going to have to see later on. But welcome. I thought I would start today's stream with that. Thought I would start today's stream off with that. Again, I'm not too sure what it has in store. I mean, imagine if it had no characters. Imagine if it introduced no characters. Just imagine. I really doubt it. But just think of that. Just think if it introduced the new characters finally. But it is officially a month till my birthday. Officially a month.
Okay, rolling.
It's crazy, ain't it?
Peaceful here in the five worlds.
And it's also 3 days to Home Sweet Home Alone.
For a dragon's age, we now have 12,000.
Exciting times are ahead.
What about this Ganasty Ganor character? Now, I understand he's on a magic spell to turn gems into warriors for his cause. I'll take that question.
I hate to hear about that, my friend.
Simple?
I hate to hear that you had a little trouble sleeping last night.
No, right. Besides, he is ugly.
Oh yeah, I never went to that link. I saw it, I just never went to it. Not yet. Not yet. I will though, just haven't done it.
Looks like I got something to do.
It's hard to believe I'm gonna be 18 still. It's just hard to believe that I'm gonna be 18 in a month now. Just a month and I'm gonna be 18. Like, it's just hard to believe about that.
Thank you for releasing me, Spyro.
I mean, I just remember when I turned 17, or mostly 16. I remember when I turned 16.
What about Nasty North?
I remember when I first turned 16 and how crazy it was, but now I'm going to be 18 in a month. That's even crazier. That's just even crazier. Time has certainly gone by fast. Time has certainly gone by fast, I can just tell you that.
Where's Nasty North? I'll torch you.
Keep your horns on, Spyro. You have much to learn first. Do you know what the dragon?
Oh, I saw your video.
Doing?
I saw your video on that, Spyro. Congrats. Congrats on it.
Keep an eye on him and see what I mean.
I meant to congratulate you on that. For completing all 3 Spyro games and all 3 files. I definitely meant to congratulate you sooner, but I had a lot on my hand that I totally forgot all about it. But congrats on that. Definitely congrats. And I saw what you said about now what, or what are we gonna do now? Now that all three games on all three files are completed. I just delete a save file and do it again, play it again. That's what I do. Hello there, my friend. But I said keep praying for help every schedule, but I will pray by 11:39 a.m. soon. Just reached 250 subscribers 2 days ago. Congrats on that. Congrats on reaching it. It's always a real great goal. It's just always a real great feeling when you reach a certain amount of subscribers. It's always a great feeling inside. And going back to that sleeping, having trouble sleeping, I'm not used to the times being set. You know, probably most likely for y'all too. We had to do the time, change the clocks again, and I am not used to what time it is normally. Like, it's getting dark later or earlier. It's just getting dark earlier, and I am not used to that. I am just not used to that of it getting dark earlier, and in fact it's not even that light. It feels like it's midnight when it's not. I'm just not used to it. I know I will eventually always get used to it, just not right away. I don't always get used to it right away. It takes me some time.
Watch the dragonfly, Spyro. His color indicates his power. When he eats butterflies, you stay strong. Like baby.
I currently completed Spyro 3. My favorite of the trilogy so far. You completed my favorite of the trilogy. Of course, me saying that before Spyro 4, obviously. Because I can see Spyro 4 being my new favorite when it comes out. Oh yeah, my friend, did I tell you that, I know you didn't say, but there's a new All-Star Brawl update I'm updating. I got it just before I started this stream. There's a new Nickelodeon All-Star Brawl update that I'm doing. I'm not sure what it introduces. I was saying that it would be great if it was new characters, but I really doubt it's new characters. I'm not having my high hopes. I'm not getting my hopes very high for that. For new characters. I mean, it would be great, but I'm not getting my hopes very high. Oh yeah, if y'all didn't see, Mark and Maru the Fox did a recent stream about basically a community mod that named the different dragons the names of the Spyro community. And Mark was actually, Destination Mark was actually this dragon, if I remember correctly. Mark was actually this dragon that we just freed, which is really cool. Imagine if your name was in Spyro or Crash in a mod. Imagine if your name was one of the things that you free or get, and just imagine that. I would love to be. Oh yeah, and Canadian Guy A also. Canadian Guy A was also Magnus and Peacekeepers. he was also Magnus. Canadian guy A was. Which it was really cool to see how Canadian guy A was Magnus. But like I said, just imagine if your name was one of the dragons in Spyro. Or baby dragons. How cool would that be, to be honest? How cool would that just be? I think that would just be really great. If they do a Spyro 3 mod that is similar to the first one of the original, it has much more potential because Spyro 1 only had 80 dragons, and of course 80 names can be put, and Year of the Dragon has 150, so it has more potential. I'm not. I couldn't say if Sam Canadian Guy A's editor was in it. He probably was. I just probably didn't spot it. And some names I never knew about. Some names I never heard of the Spyro community. There were some I just never heard of. I guess I'm the legend now. Huh. Can't wait to see what the new update is. I better go update it when. Or then, yeah. Who can't wait for the update of Nickelodeon All-Star Brawl? Whatever it introduces, I'll be happy. To be honest, whatever it introduces, I'll be happy. New characters or not. But it's a pretty big file. It is a pretty big file. So it's quite interesting. And of course, new characters have been data mined for a long time now to be in the game. So I definitely wouldn't be surprised with that either. But again, not gonna get hopes very high, whatever comes in it. Because I don't want to get my hopes very high for new characters, and then when I say that there's no new characters and just have all my hopes let down, like that's definitely what I don't do. I always keep my hopes not very high. I always manage to keep my hopes very high. You know, just in case. It's always good to have your hopes not very high. Just in case. Similar how we were with Wumpa League as well. And we still are with Wumpa League. In any event, gaming event, we are not going to get our hopes very high. But again, like I mentioned in one of my previous videos today, Activision better not mess this up of filling it at the Game Awards. Like, they better not. Like, it's just the perfect time. It's also my birthday when it's coming. The same day that the Game Awards is, so it just works perfectly. I'll be right back. All right. Yeah, definitely go and check it. Definitely go and check it. You definitely always have sure. But away. I've completed Spyro 3, Year of the Dragon, and the Spyro Reignite trilogy for the first time. Congrats. It's probably some bug fixes. That's what I think mostly. Bug fixes. I think mostly bug fixes. Which, hey, I'm always happy with bug fixes. the game needs bug fixes too. Not just new characters. There are still some issues that the game definitely needs bug fixes with. So I'm always happy with bug fixes. They're important too.
Oh, it's you. I wasn't sure if you'd speak with annoying creatures. Of course, they wouldn't bother me, but here's the hint. Their metal armor is
It's probably a big bug fix update too.
Take care of them.
Like here. Like let me tell y'all the file. Oh wow, look, it's almost already updated. Dang. But 735.6 megabytes. That is how big this update is. Like, that is how big this update is. And I wasn't expecting it to already be updated or almost finished updating. Like, recently I had to update Dreams. Dreams, apparently, always, like, every day it feels like it needs an update. But I'm actually not surprised this is already updated already. But that's a big file size, pretty much, right? That's a big size for an update. Hang on, clean my glasses. I don't know why I always have to clean my glasses almost every single second. But yeah, the update's already done. Surprisingly, the update's already done. Oh, there's still stuff on my glasses. Hang on just a sec. I'm sorry. I'm sorry. It's just... don't know what's on my glasses. Just trying to get this stuff off my glasses because I can't see out of them. Okay, I guess that's good enough. But I'm surprised that it's already updated. Like it's already finished updating. I'm surprised.
Spyro, want to know a secret? Use the action button when you want to zoom in and look around. Oh, your secret's safe with me.
Like I'm just surprised. I really want Friday to come as quick. Ever since the clocks have been changed, we've been having to change the clocks. Every day feels so slow. I don't know why. And it really doesn't help the situation that I want Friday to come. I really want Friday to come as soon as possible. You know what's coming. The exciting thing that's coming Friday. Exclusively on Disney Plus. Which I am so ready for. I am so ready for this movie to be released. We are close. We're so close to Home Sweet Home Alone. And every new commercial / ad that I see makes me even more excited. Makes me even more excited for this movie.
Big enemies like this North with the club cannot be charged, but a quick flame, that should defeat them.
I've always played it on my Switch. It's the only copy I have. I think we'll go ahead and do Toasty before Town Square.
Cool, Flash. Do that again.
The artisan's boss is through a portal behind me. You can challenge him now.
You're ready. Let's make sure Sparks is all here before we go into Toasty. All right, Toasty. Let's take on Toasty. Oh my. Dang. That was a good start. That was a good start, wasn't it? Personally, I don't like daylight savings because it makes time more very fast. Again, considering that I want Friday to come as quickly as possible, every day just feels so slow for some reason. Ever since we've been having to change the clocks, and it definitely doesn't help with the situation. Nevin.
Nasty Dog has put one of his most devious henchmen in charge of the artisan world.
Bring him on. I think I smell a barbecue.
Be careful, Spyro. Toasty has many tricks up his sleeve.
I just, when it comes down to saying the boss's name, instead of it just saying, "Be careful, Spyro, this boss has many tricks up his sleeve." I don't know why, I just feel like that seems better. Oh, that's not good. I hope you get better, my friend. Unlucky Josh. I know, right? That's what it sure feels like. It sure feels like it. It just surely feels like that.
Hey, Spyro, press the jump button twice.
Who's ready for Thanksgiving?
And don't be afraid.
Who is ready for Thanksgiving?
Falling from high mountains.
And who's ready for trying not to eat so much food? I always have a problem with. I don't know why. Always seemingly have a problem when it comes to eating too much on Thanksgiving. I just always seem like I have a problem of eating too much and making myself just feel sick inside because I ate so much and not always regretting eating so much food. But I can't help it either. That's the thing on Thanksgiving. I can't help that I eat too much food because it's so good. All the food is good. And I just can't help but get me more of it. right? That's the thing I always can't help, especially when it comes down to Thanksgiving. I just can't help but eat a lot of food. Last year, I'm pretty sure I actually didn't eat so much, which I'm actually surprised. So hopefully this year I won't eat so much. That's just always a problem. I don't know why it's so hard for me. It's just always seems to be so hard of not. I was just eating so much food, and I guess making yourself sick in the process of all the food that you ate without any of it. You know, it's just
Spyro.
just seems hard
Begin
for me.
exploring by gliding to that area with the bulls. Use the right stick to get a good look.
But it's almost that time, right? It's almost that time. It's almost that Thanksgiving time again. And I'm hopefully going to try not to eat so much this year
Thanks,
on this
Spyro.
Thanksgiving.
I had the worst itch on the tip
I'm
of
going
my
to really
knee.
try.
Did you know that you get your longest glide by pressing the jump button at the very top of your jump?
I've actually asked for something like a couple of movies for Christmas, like the both Space Jams. Two of them is Space Jam, the first Space Jam and a New Legacy, which we found a bundle of. Considering that I don't have the first one, we found a pretty good deal with a bundle that comes with both movies. And also, I want to get the Sponge on the Run for DVD. And also, the Reignited art book from Toys for Bob. I want to get the Spyro art book. Since I got the Cross one, since I got the Cross 4 art book last year, I thought, why not the Reignited art book this year? And then I'll have both the Toys for Bob art books. And also, I saw a Sir Daniel Funko Pop. I also saw a Sir Daniel Funko Pop, and it's the only Funko Pop of the medieval franchise. It's the only Funko Pop of his franchise, which is just crazy. So that's also another thing I'm asking for Christmas too. Now for my birthday, I'm asking for Nickelodeon All-Star Brawl for my Switch for my birthday. That's my birthday present I'm asking for this year.
Thank you for releasing me, Spyro. You could always check your progress.
Because I definitely want All-Star Brawl for my Switch.
In the pause menu.
So I thought, why not this year's birthday present for me, All-Star Brawl for my Switch? I have the Spyro art book. I want the Cross 4 art book. Yeah, it's crazy, ain't it? But I still use DVDs. And most of the DVDs I also play on my PlayStation also. I watch it on my PlayStation.
Wow, I see you've been busy rescuing
But since I got both SpongeBob movies, and the only SpongeBob movie so far I need is the Sponge on the Run on DVD, which technically I got 2 copies of Sponge Out of Water on accident. Accidentally, I got 2 copies of Sponge on the Run or Sponge Out of Water twice on DVD. Not meaning to have both of the same movies on DVD, but accidentally. No, well, at least I have 2 of Sponge on the or Sponge Out of Water. I don't know why I keep saying Sponge on the Run. I guess they have both the same titles, Sponge Out of Water, Sponge on the Run. They both start with Sponge, so I guess that's why it's confusing. But that's the only SpongeBob movie that I don't have on.
Treasure has been stolen and turned against us. Please, recover our treasure, Spyro.
Collect treasure. Got it.
And again, considering that I don't have Space Jam 1, which I prefer more than A New Legacy, all because, well, with Michael Jordan, that's why I prefer the first one, and always will prefer the first Space Jam. And the only reason I like, of course, Space Jam 2 A New Legacy is because Looney Tunes is Space Jam. That's really all the only reasons why I like A New Legacy. But the second one, or the first one, obviously, again, Michael Jordan. And because it's Looney Tunes as well, and Space Jam. I'm not saying the second one's bad, obviously. The second one isn't obviously bad. I just prefer the first one because I'm a Michael Jordan fan. And I definitely prefer him way more over James.
Thank you for releasing me, Spyro.
But of course, that's just me. I'm not offending anybody that are a fan of James, but again, I just prefer Michael more. Especially when it comes to basketball and Space Jam. Literally every movie I watch is on the internet.
You are a good glider, hey, Spyro?
I was born to glide.
I don't know, actually. In a Space Jam movie, I'm not too sure. Honestly, also, something I don't see working. Here's what I don't see working that the director is wanting in Space Jam 3. He wants The Rock. The director of the second Space Jam says that he wants to get The Rock. Like, The Rock doesn't play basketball. Right? So, and the director has ideas of getting The Rock for a third possible movie. But again, I don't see how that would work.
Spyro. I thought I'd be stuck here forever with those ugly vultures.
They would have to do a different sport, obviously, if they were to get The Rock. Because, again, he does not do basketball. And I think it would be quite interesting to see something other than basketball in Space Jam. I mean, not saying I don't like the basketball sports that they do. Right, them doing basketball. I'm definitely not saying that. I just think since they use basketball twice in both Space Jams, I think probably changing a sport in the third Space Jam, especially if the director, the second, wants to get The Rock, they would have to change the sport because The Rock does not do basketball again. So they would obviously have to change the sport. I've heard that The Rock has done football. I've heard. So maybe they could do something with football. I don't know. But again, I feel like they would have to change the sport if they were to get The Rock. That's just probably me.
You've known. I forget.
What would y'all think, obviously, if they were to get The Rock in a third Space Jam? Which obviously is not happening anytime soon, of course. If Space Jam 3 were to happen, it's obviously not coming anytime soon, of course, because Space Jam 2 just released back in July. It just released back in July. About 4 months ago, pretty much. About 4 months ago, A New Legacy released. So, and considering how many years it was since the first movie all the way to A New Legacy, I don't see us getting a sequel or a third movie for many years to come. I don't see. I mean, I do see there being a third Space Jam. I do see there being another Space Jam. I definitely do. And I would love for there to be another Space Jam. I would, of course, like to see a third Space Jam and making it a trilogy. Making the Space Jam movies a trilogy. But again, Space Jam 3 is obviously not going to even happen for years to come. That we can all guarantee that. Yeah, a more popular basketballer. I could see them probably trying to get somebody that would work pretty much, you know. And that's the thing too with Space Jam. They have to get somebody that would be willing as well. You know how they had to get Michael Jordan. And what I heard also, Michael Jordan also did Space Jam for his family as well. So that was definitely a good reason as well. I mean, heck, I don't even think that James didn't even want to be in the Space Jam movie. I could just say that he didn't want it. I could see him probably didn't in his head before. He probably wouldn't be interested. But again, he's already in a Space Jam movie. And even though he did okay in the movie, that still definitely doesn't not change my mind of who I prefer more. Like, again, I still Michael way more. But I could see them trying to have to make it work too. And of course, you would have to get a plot. You have to find a good story, right? You would have to find something that would, I guess, work for a plot of the movie. And the villain, too. You would have to work out where the movie is going to take place, what characters are going to be in it, what is the team's going to be against, where is it going to be based on. Like, they got to basically plan ahead of time.
How's a dragon supposed to flame metal armor anyway?
Remember, Spyro, flame won't work on metal, but charging with your horns, that should do the trick.
I mean, that's probably just me, of course. You know what character I do want to see make a comeback in Space Jam 3? Tina from the Looney Tunes show. I talked about her in a video before of how I would love to see her come into the Toon Squad, be a part of the Toon Squad, and also, which it would bring back Daffy's girlfriend in general. Not just for Space Jam, but to bring back Daffy's girlfriend in general. And of course, of how I do like Tina as a character in the Looney Tunes show. I mean, she works perfectly for Daffy, right? She just works perfectly for Daffy. I guess you could say Tina can handle Daffy on the Looney Tunes show. That's why I guess she just works so perfectly for Daffy. She can handle Daffy as, all the things that Daffy does. I don't know, a lot of people would like to see Pepe Le Pew come back, since, again, he was basically removed entirely from the second movie. And because, well, people getting offended, or at least different sources and stuff on the internet saying basically Warner Brothers removing Pepe Le Pew from any cartoons of Looney Tunes and his existence, really.
Hey, what's on the other side of that?
Have I seen Looney Tunes back in action? I never have. I think I heard it's good, though. I never watched it myself, but I'm pretty sure I heard it's good. But again, I've heard of it, I just never watched it.
You've reached the highest point in Clifftown. You get to almost anywhere from here. If I were you, I'd use that whirlwind over there.
And I know there is supposed to be a new, still supposed to be a new SpongeBob Christmas special, too. I still know that is supposed to still be happening, is, of course, a new SpongeBob Christmas special, which it is coming, of what I heard. It's still coming. Of course, most likely next month, of course. The recent poll I put up, the recent poll I put up of saying what character or what villain in Home Alone 5 y'all like more. Basically, I'm of course doing a poll each day on the different Home Alone movies leading up to Home Sweet Home Alone on the hype to it. Basically, telling y'all what is y'all's favorite villain in each of the movies leading up to the hype for Friday. And the recent one I did today is basically pretty interesting too. Yeah, SpongeBob 3 or SpongeBob seasons 1 to 3 are the golden seasons because those are basically the pre or before first movie, before the original end of SpongeBob in general. Which again, Stephen Hillenburg's original plans were to end SpongeBob after the first 3 seasons, and after the first movie, he he basically wanted the first movie to be the finale, the series finale after the first movie. But again, SpongeBob became popular that they continued it, and more people wanted to work on it as well. And of course, you know, SpongeBob is Nickelodeon's mascot, biggest mascot of Nickelodeon. So they just definitely couldn't do that. And people are still regretting and wondering if Stephen Hillenburg regrets his decision of basically really wanting SpongeBob to end at it's just 3 seasons. And speaking of Stephen Hillenburg, it is hard to believe that it's going to be 3 years this month since his passing, which is just crazy. And hard to believe in general that it's going to be 3 years. I'm pretty sure on the 28th or the 27th is going to be 3 years. Which, again, it's just hard to believe. It's definitely very hard to believe that. And I wonder what he would think of the SpongeBob to this day, of how it's going, and with the spin-offs too. I mean, Count Coral he knew about, obviously, but I'm not sure about the Patrick Starso, which I just find okay. I mean, it's better than Count Coral. I find it better than Count Coral. If I have to be honest, I find the Patrick Starso way better than Count Coral. Of course, that's just probably me, but I just find that way better than Count Coral as a SpongeBob spinoff. Not saying that I really hate Count Coral, it's just I just find the Patrick Star show to be more enjoyable, in my opinion, the than Count Coral, because it kind of doesn't make sense when Count Coral, most of the characters that SpongeBob met, like in the show, SpongeBob met Sandy for the first time fighting a clown and tea at the Tree Dome, right? And we know that, of course, SpongeBob and Patrick met at which camp, which that kind of makes sense. They met at camp, and you know,
Well done,
most of the
Spyro.
characters
Keep up
we've
the good
seen
work, and I
how
know you
he
fulfilled
met
your
them in the
destiny.
show,
Destiny? I
but he
wanna
just
check
kind of
out
just throw it
Toast
away
those
in
enemies
Count
that
Coral.
collect the train.
He just throw it away in Count Coral, obviously. Like they just throw it all away. I'll probably check what's in the Nickelodeon All-Star Brawl new update at the end of this stream. I think I'll do. I think I'll check what's inside the new update. Like, if it has new characters, if it doesn't, I'll check. So definitely, I'm curious to see what's in the update.
Dr. Ship is so cool. You don't know what it's been like listening to him over and over. But I tell you one thing, he should watch his back.
Okay, so obviously I can't go back there, so of course I have to go around. It's fine. Come on, Dr. Sound. Again, Dr. Sound really should put on some pants. Like, his butt is so... That's how his butt gets toasted, too. Maybe next time Dr. Sound will remember to put on some clothing, or at least some pants, at least. Or maybe underwear. Which is actually quite surprising how Dr. Sound wasn't censored with him not wearing any underwear or stuff. So I am quite surprised that he was never censored. I just got a notification of a new video from Canadian Guy A. I had to see what it was. That's what I was just talking about. I just had a notification from Canadian Guy A of basically Crash and Spyro of next year, which will probably be very interesting of what the title said. And I bet I know what it's going to probably be involved with. That it's going to be with, you know, Activision, Call of Duty, all that, all dilly-dallying stuff. I could just feel. Like, oh, goody. All I could say is, oh, goody. Because again, Activision always seems to just care about their one game that none of us even care about.
Wait until you grow big, like me, before charging those large enemies.
I mean, hey, that's Activision for you. At least that's what I say. Activision, basically a greedy company. A greedy company. I could just say Activision, or I say in my eyes of Activision.
Spyro. Some big dorks up ahead are wearing armor. In the ice cave, armor can make their feet very slippery.
I'm surprised I didn't even fall.
Thank you for releasing me.
I don't know why, but I also kind of don't want to find out what this new video from Canadian Guy A is that I got a notification of. I also kind of don't want to know what it would probably be about, because I probably have an idea of what it's gonna. This whole thing will probably be about. I don't know why. I just have a feeling I know what it's gonna be involved with. I just don't know why, but I just have a feeling I know what what it's probably gonna have, what's probably gonna be involved on. That's why I am fearing with that.
Thanks for freeing me, Spyro. And now,
Where was I? Thanks for freeing me, Spyro. Now, where was I? feel like I'm gonna fall. Dang it. That Nork was clever enough to get me there. All right, gems collected.
You've done well, Spyro. Some dragons thought you weren't ready, but
I knew they were wrong.
I'm ready, all right. Ready for what?
And again, the dragon just doesn't even say for what exactly. He doesn't say exactly what Spyro wanted him to say. Not at all. I think we'll now, or well, we'll go to Peacekeepers. I mean, not Peace. We're here at Peacekeepers.
I can't believe how fast you found so much stolen treasure. Hop aboard for the Magic Crafter's world if you're ready.
Think we'll go to Magic Crafters, and then I'll go to end this or today's stream. To end today's stream, I'll say what's inside, or at least check to see if there is or if there's not any new characters of All-Star Brawl. Just to check. Again, I'm not confident that there is going to be any. I don't have a feeling there's not going to be any, but we'll see. Again, I just want to check before we end this stream. I would want to check. All right, so let's look at that and let's go and check. Man, I haven't opened up this game ever since. When was the last time, actually? Man, hang on. I know it was quite a while since I opened up this game, even. Like, even not only played it, but just opened it up in general, you know. It was last month.
Nickelodeon All-Star Brawl.
Hey, sorry about that. Forgot how loud it was. All right, let's just say. Okay, so there you have it. No new characters. I thought so. Again, I thought so. I thought not. But just to. Oh wait, I don't know why I said click check for update if I already did. Information or update history, I should say. Okay, minor bug fixes and updates. So again, that goes to show y'all that there's no new characters. Again, I thought so. So hopefully y'all enjoyed today's stream. And it's 1 month until my birthday, which is just crazy how it's a month until my birthday. So my 18th birthday. I hope y'all enjoyed. If you like, and subscribe to the channel, make sure all notifications turned on so you don't miss anything new on my channel. And let me know in the comments section below and tell me what did y'all think about this stream. Thank y'all all so much for watching and tuning in. We'll see y'all next video. Bye.